No time to waste. Let's get right to it.
Senator Harris, your thoughts about that?
Well, first of all, we have a criminal living in the White House.
The president felt free to break the law again and again and again, and that's what's happened with Ukraine.
By the way, I learned something about these impeachment trials. I learned, number one, that Donald Trump doesn't want me to be the nominee.
We cannot simply be consumed by Donald Trump, because if we are, you know what? We're going to lose the election.
Black voters are pissed off, and they're worried. They're pissed off because the only time our issues seem to be really paid attention to by politicians is when people are looking for their vote.
At some point, folks get tired of just saying, oh, you know, thank me for showing up, and say, well, show up for me.
I care about this because while I do not have the experience of ever having been discriminated against because of the color of my skin, I do have the experience of sometimes feeling like a stranger in my own country, turning on the news and seeing my own rights come up for debate.
I come out of the black community in terms of my support. If you notice, I have more people supporting me in the black community that have announced for me because they know me. They know who I am. 3 former chairs of the Black Caucus, the only African-American woman that ever been elected to the United States Senate, a whole range of people.
No,
my point is,
that's not true. The other one is here.
Come first. So my point is,
I have a lot of respect for the vice president. This week I hear him literally say that I don't think we should legalize marijuana. I thought you might have been high when you said it.
It's unfortunate that we have someone on the stage who spent 4 years full-time on Fox News criticizing President Obama.
What Senator Harris is doing is unfortunately continuing to traffic in lies and smears and innuendos.
I think that Pete is qualified to be up on this stage, and I am honored to be standing next to him. But what I said was true. Women are held to a higher standard. Otherwise, we could play a game called Name Your Favorite Woman President.
But I want to get back to Pete Buttigieg and his comment about experience.
I think experience should matter.
If your question is about experience, let's also talk about judgment.
We have to rethink the entire war on terror.
It's a state of emergency.
Abortion rights are human rights.
If you win the 2020 election, what would you say in your first call with Russian President Vladimir Putin?
First, I'd say, I'm sorry I beat your guy.
My first Senate race, I literally called everyone I knew, and I set what is still an all-time Senate record. I raised $17,000 from ex-boyfriends.
Kim Jong-un, who's a thug, although he points out that I'm a rabid dog, need to be beaten with a stick. Recently was his comment.
Other than that, you like him.
Other than that, I like him. And